Welcome everyone to the DGL 2022 All-Star Game Draft. I have here with me Mufan, the head coach of Team Black D1, who are now 10-1 on the season, and Vel, who is the coach of White D1, who is currently 7-3 on the season. The coaches have been selected for this All-Star draft because of their standings currently in the CDL. The coaches from the first and second place teams currently in ranking. Um, the first place being Team Red D1, but they couldn't make it out, so we had to fill in. We just went down the list from there. Um, so that puts Mufan as the coach to represent Team Silver, which will be picking first. We can get to that later. And Vel to be the coach for Team Platinum. Team Silver and Team Platinum were two former team names for Defuse Gaming, and that is why we picked those two team names for our All-Star game here today. For the All-Star players, we have Stas from Black D1, Huff from Black D2, Sorath from Black D3, Hamster from Red D1, Sklounced, myself, from Red D2 and Red D3, Master from White D1, Suspect from White D2, and Don Leo from White D3. These players were selected due to voting online. We have been talking about this for the past few weeks. The voting ended earlier this week, I believe. And every player on each roster had votes were counted, and the person with the most votes was put in for the All-Star draft. So all these players were the most voted players for their team to represent for the All-Star. So for the game regulations, oh yeah, and each team only gets one All-Star. So there are some teams that, maybe they could have had more than one All-Star, but you only get one person to represent each team. So for the game regulations, the DGL All-Star Game Draft is separated into two separate rounds. The first round is for the starters, and they have to be selected from the pool of players that have already been selected through the voting process. The second round is for the reserves. So the reserves is any three players that you want for your roster that were not voted for the All-Star draft, but they have to be in the Defuse Gaming League. And this could be anyone in Defuse. Doesn't have to be someone specific to a team or someone who was voted. This is explicitly players that were not voted. So, the DGL All-Star game will be 5 versus 5, as opposed to the typical 4v4 the 4v4, and this will help cycle through more players, make the maps a little bit more mixy, more exciting, a little bit more eventful than typical 4v4 on each map. So the All-Star game is going to be lasting 2 hours, starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and is going to go until 1 a.m. And the team, either silver or platinum, whichever team has more wins on the night, will be declared the winner of the All-Star game. So the draft order, Mufan, Team Silver, is going to be the first overall pick, going to get the first overall pick in the first round for the starters, the members who were voted. And then Vel, the captain of Team Platinum, is going to pick first overall in the second round, which is the reserves, the 83 people that are in Defuse. So at this time, Mufan, you want to kick it off?
Of course, man. I think everybody pretty much knows who I'm choosing. I mean, I think I'd be pretty dumb not to. But with the first overall pick, I am going to go with Stoss from Team Black D1.
All right. Not very surprising. I'm gonna be honest. I can't say I didn't see that one coming. Uh, Bell, what is your pick?
Uh, so I'm gonna go with Flounce from Red D3.
Okay.
You're coming to
All
my
right,
team, boy.
I did not see that coming because that was my next pick. um, I did not expect that.
I didn't either. I'm gonna be
All
honest.
right, um, I'm gonna split it up a little bit here with my second pick. I'm gonna go with Master from White D1.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Ooh.
that was gonna be my second pick, but I got you. Okay, that's cool. Um, Let me see here then, because that kind of throws a curveball in my list real quick. But I'm gonna go with Puff from Black D2.
Mm,
All right, Huff the
he
Puff.
knows who I'm drafting apparently.
I'll just have each other's numbers, I guess.
Yeah. Well, all right. With my third pick, I'm going to go with Suspect from White D2.
Oh no, dude.
Get
Uh,
suspect in there.
Golly, the list is just being thrown out the window at this point.
That was mine.
uh, Bye. Well, then I believe with the third pick, I'm gonna go take. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna get Sore Wrath from Black D3.
We got Sorath from Black D3.
Hmm. Well, I have no idea what Master plays, and I need an AR since Sklance was took off the board. I was really relying on that. I'm gonna go with my guy. We've been on the team a few times together. I'm gonna go with Don Leo for my fourth and final pick.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, solid.
Yeah, I believe for my fourth pick, I'm gonna go take Hamster from Red D1.
Okay.
All right, now is where it gets difficult. As Sklance mentioned, now we got 80 players to choose from. So,
Oh yeah, I believe I would have first pick in this one. So let me get Zach.
from Red D1,
Yes, sir.
he is unavailable.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yes, I
Um.
meant to tell you before.
Oh, I
All of Red
gotcha.
D1's are unavailable.
Okay then. I gotcha. Well, let me get Nyquil then
Okay.
from I
Nyquil.
believe he's
Okay.
Red D3.
He is red D3. Okay. Nyquil.
All right. This is a little bit more difficult than the first round, of course. But with my first pick in the second round, I'm gonna go with Slim from Black D1.
I'm so surprised that wasn't the first one that
What
was
is it?
picked for I'm a little bit surprised that he wasn't the first reserve picked.
Yeah,
Just a little bit,
I
just a little bit
was hoping he'd
surprised.
be here.
I liked what I see out of Nyquil when we guys played you the first
Oh my
match.
goodness.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he was something. Started off the
Oh
game like
yeah,
10-2.
yeah, he was going off. I want to see what he can do. Um, this makes it hard. Let me get Prodigy.
Prodigy.
Right. You know, we didn't discuss our picks before the game, but I really feel like we kind of did in a sense, because that was literally my next pick.
Eh,
Don't even worry about stalling. I mean, I just need a few minutes regardless.
oh yeah.
Um, I think I'm going to go with Zay from White D1.
Okay.
Very great player. Kind of newer. Hasn't been here the whole season, but he was kind of that fourth player. You know, we kind of talked about White D1 all season. You know, they just needed that fourth player, and my goodness, he came in and was exactly what they needed. So that's exactly what I need on my team.
Hmm. That's a very understandable pick. He did come in for us and he helped us out quite a bit. I could a very solid pickup. That was probably gonna be my next pick too. But but I guess I'm gonna have to go with J Rob then. Get him in here. Just he's been solid all year on Hill. Can't deny that. He's been really really good playing the role that he does. So I need him to be on my team.
That's fair. Sorry, I'm laughing at
Well,
the comments. They have whoever a 13-year-old wreck you is he said pick me, you won't.
that's Splash
Who
from my
Uh,
team.
oh,
Or as
that's why
he's
I was
known
laughing.
now, Justin's son,
Uh,
apparently.
uh,
I got one pick, and I'm not for sure. I kind of feel like I'm AR heavy in a sense. No, no, not really.
no, I wouldn't say AR heavy.
And for the sake of not getting called biased, I'm trying to stay away from choosing another black D1 member.
Sure.
But
You made sure Vel couldn't get his teammates because you picked them all. Except for one.
well, I'm not gonna lie. I thought Master was going first for him. I had no plans on getting Master, and then he said Clown, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Say,
You're like, oh,
I
I
was
see how
I
it
was
is.
gonna pick Master on my second pick, but
I know I just said I wasn't going to choose for my team, but someone who I really think deserves it, and um, and I really can't think of anyone else. Is I'm gonna go with Snake for my last pick. Like I said, I kind of hate to do that because I got my whole starting roster,
no,
but
Oh my
just
gosh,
from
you
like
do. I just
yeah,
realized.
and I just preached to Bill about not using all his picks on White, but
hey,
the
it
dude
is what it
deserves it.
is.
I mean,
That
he's
is
been
fair. Yeah.
very good this
Yeah,
season, and I kind of feel like him not getting that is kind of a snub.
yeah, I gotta
So
be proud that my whole starting roster is up there too. No matter if they're on
yeah,
my team or not.
Yeah.
we can always perform a trade, man. Master straight up for Squints. When you think about it, let me
No,
know.
no, I can't do that. No, no, no,
And a future first round pick.
no.
All right, so Mufan, I want to get your final thoughts on your roster and what you think of it overall.
Well,
I hope you think
I don't
well.
exactly. What is it?
I hope you think well of your roster considering it's your team.
Yeah. Well, well, that'd be something if I started them all at one time, wouldn't it? But oh man, I really did not want to do that. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm overall happy with it. I got a couple really good SMGs between Stoss and Suspect, and both of those can also be flex players. Don Leo, who's in a running for um comeback player of the year, most improved player, whatever that is. So he's been very good. And then, you got Slim and Sneak coming off the bench. That's a core for a comp team, man. Jesus Christ, that's three
Mm-hmm.
elites. Shoot, Zay might even be master. I have no idea. He plays like it. So overall, yeah, I'm pretty happy with what we got. I think we'll compete very well tomorrow against Vel and all my uh, was going to be first round picks, basically. So gonna be fun.
All right, Vel, same question. How do you feel about the roster you picked?
Oh man, I tell you what, I think I got one of the better ARs in the league right now. Just after seeing the first game we played from him, that would be you.
Appreciate
I
that.
know Huff the Puff, man. I would love to play with him. I like what I see from him the whole year. He's a very solid player. Sorrath and Hamster, both very good players. Um, what I've seen from NyQuil too, man. I tell you what, that first Bokage map for the first
Mm-hmm.
50 seconds fried all of us.
That dude was on a
Uh,
tear.
it could not do anything against. So I feel like I'm really excited to see what he can do. Same with Prodigy, very good role player, and J Rob. I mean, he's a very solid player. He does what he has to do to get a win on the map, no matter what you ask him. So
All right. I have
Hopefully
one
does.
more. I have one more question for the both of you. Mufam, I'm gonna ask you to go first. Who, what player on the other team are you most worried about right now?
Well, I'm not worried
Or
about Huff. Let's just go ahead and get that out.
okay,
Um, he is vulnerable to Team Gray.
everybody
So
at Huff in the chat.
once again, yeah, everyone, we're not big fans of Huff here. Now I'm joking, of course. For those that don't know, me and Huff went to school together. So so we've got
All right, we're
we
gonna
can
edit
joke
that
like
part
this.
out.
So no, leave it. I don't care.
No,
But
the kidding part. We're leaving that out.
um, honestly, man, probably Vel and you. I mean, I've faced Vel once. I got lucky and didn't have to go against him on July 4th. But I played against him in eights, and he's no doubt one of the best players in the clan. And man, if you're not the top AR, you're the top two AR. I mean, because obviously, competing with common sense, that's a compliment, but it's also hard to do. But
Yeah,
because that man is something. But I've went up against you once, and there is no going out in open areas. You were there everywhere. So
I think Vel's
I'd
pretty
say you
gross.
two definitely.
All right, Vel, same question. Who are you most worried about on his team right now, besides the fact that he has the whole starting roster of his current team?
see, I'm most worried about the communication and they already got that chemistry together.
Yeah.
But man, the two people I'm probably most worried about are gonna be Zay and Stat.
I mean, I
I
think
know
I think
those.
Mufan's a pretty stand-up guy. I don't think he would start all of his starting Black D1 players at the same time,
Already?
right?
Hell,
Okay.
it'd be
He's
great to see though. It would be cool to see.
With Master as our fifth.
he's he's like, oh
Man,
yeah,
you talk
100%.
about a starting roster.
There you go. But yeah, if I had to pick, it'd probably be Zay and Staz. I just know those two are gonna get it done no matter what. This could be a hard one for those. I mean, be tough gunfights for either one. Same with Master, man. I mean, Master and Suspect both can fight, so
Oh yeah.
it's
Oh
hard.
yeah. Well, I think you both picked excellent teams. Um, I can't say that one side is like, I guess, besides the slight advantage, obviously that Black D won the whole roster's on one team. That's probably the only advantage I actually see here clearly. I think it's very evenly balanced. I think everyone picked like an even amount of ARs, SMGs, and stuff like that, and I'm glad that it worked out that way in the votes as well. That it wasn't like all like SMGs or anything like that. So glad to see that it worked out pretty evenly for the both of you.
And I just want to add in, man. You know, you brought up, that I got my starting roster here. I think Stoss was a no-brainer. And right before this started, um, previous to us starting up the stream, me and Bill had a conversation, and we both let each other know that we know exactly who we want with the first pick, and it was very confident from both sides. And this, I'm thinking I'm taking my guy, and he's taking his guy. And he comes out here and says Sklounce, and I'm like, whoa. Well, he was so confident, like I've never, and you know, you're good enough to go first overall, man. But you know, when you got a chance to choose your teammate, it
I
was literally like a good player
100%
himself.
agree. I thought he was going for his teammate right off rip.
And then Slim's a no-brainer. I mean, the defuse duo, come on, but you know,
Yeah.
let's be real. If I didn't select Slim, he'd probably friend me off Facebook. So you know, that was kind of like an insurance kind of deal. Um, and then Sneak, yeah, like I said, he just deserved it. So I'll try not to play them all at one time. My apologies. I really did not want to do that. I was hoping he'd
Yeah.
select one of them.
Yeah, I tried. I just I picked the players that what I've seen so far. They just caught my eye, and I see what they can do.
Hmm.
Especially Nyquil, man. I
Yeah, it's
want to
gonna
see
be
what this
something.
man. Yeah, I want to see what he's all about.
Okay.
Probably my most favorite pick. I'm surprised he slid so far.
Yeah, I mean he's very new, fresh into the league, so
Yep.
he's only played one map, and it was against you. So and it was
Yep.
also a really long time to get that match going. So a lot of people probably didn't even
Oh,
really watch
yeah.
that it that much because of the server issues. So he probably did sneak underneath the radar of a lot of people. I'm honestly surprised that you still picked him. Regardless, but I'm not that surprised though. I'm just surprised that one map made that much of an impact where you're like, oh yeah, let me get this guy. So, very happy
I
for
go back
NyQuil
and
there.
watch. Yeah, go back and watch a lot of film and just watching that one map back a couple times. Map knowledge is pretty super excited to see what you can do.
Yes, sir. Any last second comments, concerns?
No, I believe I'm good.
Yep, same here.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're gonna have an exciting matchup for y'all. As you see the players here on your screen, the teams have already been decided. Go ahead and tune in tomorrow at 11 o'clock p.m. And we can get this all-star game going. And remember, it's gonna be 5v5, so all these players are gonna get a chance to play.